Hello, well I thought I'd make a very short video just to give you an introduction to what I'm all about. And these two are Chi Chi, which is the big dog, and Casper, who's the little dog. So Casper's about 3 months old and Chi Chi's probably about a year old now. Come on, should we go? Come on. So this is where I live, and this is the plot next to where I live. The speaker that you can hear in the background, I don't know why, but there is some Christian service being played over some speakers today. I don't really understand why, because it's today doesn't seem to be a special day. But anyway, for whatever reason, there's a service being played over some speakers here. I don't really know why. But the reason I want to show you something is this water here, because this is just empty land, okay? But a few days ago it rained really hard and this pond was kind of created. I guess it's wet all the time, but it's got much bigger now. And it's been inhabited by frogs. And these frogs, I think, are in their mating season now. So now it seems really nice and quiet and peaceful. But when it comes to night time, my God, they are noisy. Right, now it's 8 PM and it's not so peaceful. I'm going to try and do this as simply and as fast as I can. So I'm going to sum up my whole life in a couple of minutes. So my name's Paul. I was born in the UK and I lived in the UK until I was about 40 years old. And I worked as an electrical engineer in the construction industry doing building design. Really fantastic work, really loved the job. And I had a great time living in London. London is a great city. Very exciting. You can really have a fantastic time there, and I visit there often and it really is good. But when I got to about 40, I decided it was time to try something different. And I had the opportunity to go and work in the Middle East, which I did. And that, in a very good company I was in then, that led on to working in China, Shanghai, Beijing, Tianjin, Qingdao, many different places. And I was there for a while. Then I went to be based in Hong Kong, and that was good. And then for some reason I just decided time for another change, too much time in Asia, and I had opportunity with the company I was working for to go and be based in their office in India, which I did for about 2 years, and that was also really good. So all through my career I've had an absolutely fantastic time and I really enjoyed it. But I got to the point when I was getting into sort of my later 50s that I just thought, you know, this is a very stressful industry. Construction industry is very stressful, engineering stressful, things are changing a lot. And I just was finding that I was kind of not losing interest, but finding it more and more of a drag all the time. And I used to really love it. This is their routine. Chi Chi, the big dog, stares them out. And Casper, who'd have no chance in a fight because she's so tiny, just does all the barking. It's very interesting. Oh, maybe today they don't want to fight. That's good. Let's go then. So I decided to have a change. And during my time in the Middle East, I've made some contacts here in Sri Lanka. And along the way, I bought some property here. Very modest, nothing spectacular. So I decided, about 6 months ago, to stop working and come here and start my kind of semi-retirement at the age of, I'm 59 now. And to start my semi-retirement, but to come and live here to start a new life and to also leave the stress behind, and also to start 2 new businesses. One is a restaurant and bar on the beach here, and the other one's a hotel. And all through the time of getting those developed over the last really 7 or 8 years, I suppose, I've had a business partner here. So I came here to have a really nice chill out time and see everything work and just sort of gradually appear from time to time and see how it's going and chill out. And then a few months ago he had a stroke, which was a big shock because he's much younger than me. And he had a stroke. He's recovering now, and he will recover, I think, pretty much, 80%. So that's meant that some of the things that he would do, like most things, all the interaction with the local people, the government, the construction and everything, I'm having to do with the help of many friends here. So it's been quite a surprising start to this. Not quite as it was planned, but that's life. that's how it goes. So I've decided to make these videos to share with you what I'm trying to do here and how I feel about such a change of life, and the good and the bad, and all the efforts I'm having to make to get these hotels and bars finished. And it's looking good. Chi-Chi's followed me all the way up the beach and left the football up there, and it's like right in the distance, and it's going to get washed away by the sea. Oh dear. Come on, come on, Chi-Chi, come on. No, it's getting very dark now. I think it's going to rain. I have one last thing to talk about, which is why I'm doing these videos, and there's two reasons. Okay, the first reason is that I've always wanted to try and do something like this. It's pretty interesting. And now I'm not part of some corporate world. I don't have to worry about what the company thinks. I only have to think about what I think. So I want to do this, and this is an exciting time in my life. I'm doing stuff that I've never done before. I'm an ordinary person trying to do something new. So I really want to record it, and I think making these videos will help me to think things through and help me to work some things out. So that's the first reason. And the second reason, which is maybe more important, is that I'm Generation X. Okay, I was born in 1966, and they say that we're the last generation of free thinkers. And if you think about it, we were the last kind of generation that was brought up, that grew up and learned about the world before Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all of those things. Smartphones didn't exist when I was growing up. And I can remember I bought my first computer in 1992. And I can also remember the first time there was a computer in the office for people to use on our desk was about 1997, which seems amazing now. So I think our generation, we see the world differently from today's generation, because we didn't have somebody telling us what to think, what to do, what's good, what's cool, what's not. When we were growing up, we had to decide ourselves. And so I think Generation X, we're kind of free thinking, and we don't take everything on face value. We try to make up our own mind, and if someone tells us what to think, we're very likely to say no thank you, I don't agree, and move on. And I think that Generation X, we're not represented at all on social media, on YouTube, or anywhere. And why not? We've got equally interesting things to say. So this is also a kind of experiment then. That's the second reason. I want to see if we can reach out and make people interested in what some old Gen X guy is doing in his life. And I'm sure that that will work out okay. Oh, she's woken up finally. Very good, okay. Very good. So please, subscribe to this channel if you can. If you've had any interest in what I'm saying, then please try to follow the videos. And if you want to share comments, please do that as well. But try to keep them as positive as you can, because I'm only one human being and I have to deal with the consequences of people's comments. And please join and watch the next set of videos. The next one will be up very soon. And it will be kind of a bit more interesting than just me talking to the camera. But I just wanted to give you some introduction. So, best wishes from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka Mata, up the Sri